What's good, people? So this video today has been long overdue. We're gonna be talking about Solana NFTs. Yes, a lot of people have the conception that Solana is a scam VC chain. It's not gonna make it, yada, yada, yada. But anyways, we're gonna look past that point and look at what is possible, what are the upsides, and we're gonna talk about some downsides as well. So first things first, the Solana ecosystem is pretty new and is sort of fully built out to compete with the network like Ethereum, for example. And it's created a new market segment for low barrier entry customers. What does that mean? It means Ethereum currently right now has high gas fees. Yes, ETH 2.0 is coming out soon and they're gonna fix the gas fees, yada, yada, yada. But anyway, right now what exists is Solana has super low gas fees. Whenever you make a transaction, it is less than a cent to make that transaction happen. So just knowing that alone, you can make multiple transactions throughout an entire year and possibly only spend like $5, depending on what that fee looks like. But anyway, also want to mention just in terms of how the market looks for Ethereum compared to Solana. So one measure of track is Solana comes nowhere close to Ethereum when it comes to volume of transactions. When I say volume, I mean buying power. So like Ethereum does a huge amount of volume and a huge amount of dollars if you were to convert it from Ethereum to dollars in terms of daily transactions. But the interesting thing is when you look at the NFT marketplaces, so Magic Eden is the #1 NFT marketplace on Solana, and OpenSea is the #1 marketplace for Ethereum. If you look at this chart right here, you can see that Magic Eden actually does more daily transactions than Ethereum's OpenSea. This means that not the dollar amount, but the number of transactions happening is far outpacing OpenSea. This is huge to know because, again, I said low barrier entry, so people are able to actually spend without the risk of worrying about the fees. It just opens the door for a lot more customers, and this is what it's playing out to look like in reality. So the next thing I want to talk about is why Solana NFT. So the lack of utility for Solana in a bear market or sideways market that we've seen in the past 3 months pushes investors to look at other parts of investing, such as DeFi and NFTs, to increase the transaction and organic spend that people have. So for example, you think about it. If you have Solana in your wallet and you invested, but now Solana is it's in a bear market or it's going sideways and there's not much to do with your Solana but look at it if you're just going to hold it. So what people do instead of just looking at it is they take that Solana and they reinvest it into other assets the same way you would do with Ethereum. So the interesting thing is it allows you to leverage your already your investment position for another investment that could give you a higher return. So the interesting thing too is to note that Solana DeFi really hasn't gained any traction. Instead, NFTs have blown this thing out of proportion. Coachella concert ticket is looking to sponsor with Solana and release their tickets as an NFT. Jordan is working on a platform called Hair. It's an athlete club. PUBG is building their next game on Solana or through using Solana as the mechanism of tokens and how transactions are done on the network. Sony Universal are joining Snow Crash Marketplace to integrate music to that space as well. So yes, a lot of exciting things are coming up really soon because a lot of talented people are continuing to see the potential in Solana's NFT ecosystem. So I want to also break down what the current NFTs look like in Solana Marketplace. So a lot of what you will see is, at least when it comes to these top and successful projects, is they are tool-based or business-based. What this means is people are using these NFTs to gain access to something else that provides them value. For example, we're gonna start off with the super shadowy coders, and I am not trying to shill any NFT projects here. I'm just telling you who is literally building tools, but the NFT just acts like a gateway to that community. So super shadowy coders, basically what they're doing is they have created a RPC endpoint that anyone can use in the Solana network for free. So the RPC network is super important because whenever you want to make a transaction, especially when it comes to tools or dApps, so dApps are decentralized applications, so like Magic Eden or any other applications that are using this platform to make transactions for customers on behalf of customers. So they need to reach out to RPC endpoints in order to make those transactions go through. And in a regular model, what each person does is they pay an RPC endpoint, or they build their own RPC endpoint in a sense if they wanted to join that marketplace, but it's meant to be decentralized. So whenever a transaction is made, it goes to a random RPC node. But essentially what they've done is they've made it easier for everyone by creating a free model to use, and they do this by generating revenue through their super shadowy coders NFT/DAO. The next one I want to talk about is DeGods. DeGods have been an interesting project because they have built an auction house, they built a staking protocol, and they've built a raffle arena as well, where you could basically earn tokens through Dust, which is their native token, utility token. And then with that token, you can buy other NFT projects and get crazy ROI as well. And there are a few other ones like Solana Monkey Business, Degen Ape, and I'm not trying to shill names here. You could do your own research on these. But basically, the crazy thing coming very soon, and likely by the time I upload this video, is the collaboration of Solana NFTs and Ethereum NFTs. Yes, OpenSea is going to be integrating Solana. And one thing you've probably noticed recently is there has been a lot of integration of Solana lately. So for example, Coinbase wallet introduced having a Solana plus an Ethereum wallet in their ecosystem. So you're going to be seeing a lot of Solana coming up, and I think Solana is brewing for a huge explosion when it comes to the utility within the NFT community specifically. So there's a lot of cross-chain coming through, especially with Ethereum, and a lot of people are excited about this. You do not want to miss what's going on, so make sure you do your own research and go out there and find out what is going on in the Solana NFT space. Anyway, this was just my quick rundown. I hope this does it justice, and I hope you learned something new, or at least your curiosity sparks in some aspect and you go do your own research on something that I mentioned here today. Anyway, it was your boy Elijah. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be making another one next week. So if you do not want to miss it, make sure you stick around. If you love this video, make sure you smash and obliterate that like button. It's going to motivate me to keep making more. Anyway, I will see you next week on the next episode of what's going on in the crypto Web3 land. So, peace.
Don't speak to no one but the facts to the masses.